today's class. UFOs are not the chariots of Yahushua.
Shalom, shalom, giving our praise to the Most High and the Son, Yahushua. We're going to go into this, man, because one thing that I see, how is it that Hebrews and the government are on the same team? They both seeing chariots. And why is the pictures you always seeing is always blurry? I don't get it. I mean, if somebody see a flying object in the sky, they're going to call it a chariot. I remember once somebody was on one of the videos saying, man, I seen a chariot. It was just a girl from the camera. So you will see light. And this is what the problem is. That's why I say the elect is set apart. We're not going to be unified in the lies because we're not going to try to attract we're not trying to attract the 2/3, man. We're only looking for the 1/3. Get that in your head. We're only looking for the elect. That's why I say set apart.
That's right.
We're not unified in lies with the rest of these schools teaching lies, man. Because none of them can prove that. Why Christ never talked about chariots?
Bring it out.
Why Peter? Why Paul never spoke about a flying saucer?
Bring it out.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the big brethren, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and to the rest of the brethren on down that's teaching and preaching the truth of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Shalom, Bayatah Dawada, and to the Hakim and Akwat that's out there repenting, Shalom to you, Mashpachah, Shalom. This your Hakarab coming at you with another one. And I'm going to try to make this quick. But, nonetheless, I'm going to proclaim the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. And it's all coming out of the scriptures. Fuck what I got to say. It's going to come out these scriptures. And we're going to deal with that. And let's deal with it right now. Because what did you hear him say? He said, ain't no, look what this say right here. UFOs, meaning unidentified flying objects, are not the chariots of the Most High. So here it is. If these unidentified flying objects are not the chariots of the Most High, just because these goddamn heathens can't identify them, who told you they not the chariots of the Most High? Who told you that? Because let's see if we can find this in the scriptures, and let's see if we got chariots. He said, and what else he said? He said, Yahushua. Like, come on, man. How else you think Yahushua is coming back? What is he going to be in? What vehicle? So Yahushua going to just be flying through space? Yeah, the Father's sending me back. I'm going in my body, and I'm flying through space. Or what? How? What did he go up into? And how is he coming back? If the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua ain't the chariots, how is he coming back then? Matter of fact, you know what? Let me stop running my mouth and let's get into these scriptures because I don't want it to be long. And we're gonna get straight into them. You know, I want to address. I'm just gonna pull out a few. Well, let me see. Well, a few is 3. It's more than 3 scriptures that I'm going to pull out. But we're going to hit straight to the points. Because I don't want to carry this on long. So we're going to hit these points. Man, God. Boy. Let me bite down my tongue. But let's get these scriptures. Let's get into it. This shit don't make no goddamn sense. The problem is, you don't believe. You sit back talking about ain't no those UFOs, those unidentified flying objects is not the chariots of Yahushua. So what are he coming back in? You simply don't believe. You don't think that the Most High is able to do. Everything is possible. The unexpected from you, damn, you simple human brains is possible with Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, man. All things is possible through Yahweh. You think he gonna work these old manly ass, simple ass miracles? Mother don't even believe. Yeah, the individuals run around talking about that Yahweh Shah didn't do no miracles, meaning the Most High wasn't able to work these things, give Yahweh Shah the power to do these things in His name. He ain't turned no water into wine, man. He ain't put his hands on nobody's chest and raised them back to life. Don't believe shit. It don't mean that. It don't mean that. So you are above the scriptures, and what the scriptures say. What do you say? He that believeth on me, as the scripture have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. You don't even believe in him as the scripture have said. But let me get into this. Let's go to this first one, man. Shit is a damn shame, man. Like, damn. Man, you supposed to be establishing our people in the hope and building them up in the faith. Knowing and letting them know that, look, the Most High gonna do some miraculous things. He gonna do some wondrous things. Wondrous things that be done is not common. It's not common. It's not a man-made thing that you will see, oh, that's a natural occurrence. No, wondrous things is not a natural occurrence of something being done. It's a feat of something that you don't see normally happen. Man, but let's grab this one. Let's go straight into it. Ezekiel. Let's go to one. So I start at verse 4. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud. We're going to get into that cloud, what that cloud is. And a fire enfolded itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire. Verse 5, also, out of the midst thereof, came the likeness of 4 living creatures. So it's showing you, out of the midst of this vehicle, it says what? Out of the midst of this vehicle came 4 living creatures. And this was the appearance that they had the likeness of a man. Let's jump down to chapter 9, verse 9. Slakia, verse 9. Slakia, let's jump down to 15, straight to the point. Ezekiel 1 and 15. Now, as I beheld the living creatures, behold, one wheel upon the earth. Behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures with his 4 faces. The appearance of the wheels. What is a wheel? It's a circle. It's a circular object. The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of a beryl. And they 4 had one likeness, Slakia. And they 4 had one likeness. And their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. So you see a circular object, but you look it up. So you see in the bottom of a circular object, and within that circular object, you see another circle, various other things. See? But let's continue reading. 17. When they went up their 4 sides. They went up upon their 4 sides, and they turned not when they went. Because you don't see the chariots turn when they turn. When they go left, you think it looks still going like it's going straight, but it turns left. The shape of it don't move. You don't see it turn. As for the rings, what is a ring? A circle. They were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them 4. Meaning, so he saw 4 chariots. 4 different chariots. That's why it says, and I saw 4 living creatures come out. Why? Because Each angel was riding in a chariot. So it says what? And there were eyes round about them four. Meaning, when you look at the bottom on the bottom of the chariot, you see lights. And those lights was considered as eyes. Like simple as hell. You don't see this? Because you don't believe the scriptures. You pick and choose out of the scriptures what you want to believe and what you don't want to believe. No, you believe the entirety of the scriptures and let Yahweh Hashem Yahweh do the rest. But let's continue. 19. And when the living creatures went, the wheels went by them. And when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up. Meaning when the angels went back into the vessels, they went where they went. Whethersoever the spirit was to go, they went. Meaning wherever those angels, whatever their job was to do, wherever their task was, that's where the chariot flew to take them to go execute their task or to complete their task. They went there. They went thither was the spirit to go, and the wheels were lifted up over against them. For the spirit of the living creature was in the wheels. These are code words for the chariots. When those went, these went. And when those stood, these stood. And when those, go drive your car, take your vehicle somewhere. And when you drive your vehicle somewhere, is it going to go anywhere? You were hoping not, somebody don't steal it down here. But if you drive your vehicle somewhere, it ain't going nowhere unless while you keys in your pocket. It ain't going nowhere until you get in it and go. That's the same thing with these chariots and with these angels in these chariots. When those went, these went. And when those stood, these stood. And when those were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up over against them. For the spirit of the living creature was in the wheels. Let's jump. Let's go. Let's go to 1 Kings. Slack 2 Kings. 2 Kings, the 2nd chapter. Let's read verse 1. 2 Kings 2:1. And it came to pass, when the Lord Yahweh would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind. What was that whirlwind? What was that whirlwind? These are code words for the chariots. What was that whirlwind? In this context, what was that whirlwind? That Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. Let's go down to 9 to 12. And it came to pass, when they were gone over, that Elijah said to Elisha, ask what I shall do for thee, before I be taken away from thee. And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me. And he said, thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou see, when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it shall not be so. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that, behold, there appeared a chariot of fire. What is that chariot of fire? A vehicle of fire. A vehicle of great power. And horses of fire. Those two angels with great power. And parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. What was the whirlwind that he went up? I already told you. Either you will believe what the scriptures say entirety, what the scriptures say, or you fucking don't. Fuck all this puffed up shit. It's about the truth of the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh, man. Verse 12. And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, meaning Abba. The chariot of Israel. What? The vehicles of Israel. And the horsemen thereof, meaning, and the angels that's in it. And he saw him no more. What? And he saw him no more. And he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in two pieces. Now, why he didn't see him no more? Because he went up. That's why. What did he go up into? So he just disappeared? So they lying. So they lying. He didn't go up into the church, so they lying. So this is a lie right here. Because if he said he went up into something, so what did he do? He just went floating away in the air. What the fuck did he go up into then? All this old bullshit motherfuckers talking, man, and going against what's written. Simple as hell, man. Simple as fucking hell. Let's grab this. Let's go here, man. Don't make no damn sense, man. Let's grab this one. Let's go down to 521 is the point. 21 is the point, but let me see. Because I actually don't want to. Let me see. You know what? I start here. I start at 18. Genesis 5 and 18. And Jared lived in 162 years, and he begat Enoch. And Jared lived after he begat Enoch 800 years, and begat sons and daughters. You'd probably say, didn't nobody live that long back then. Ain't nobody lived to be no 800 years, man. Have you ever seen somebody walk around with 800 years old, man? Verse 20. And all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. You'll probably say he didn't live. There ain't nobody lived to be no 962 years old. You'd probably say that too. But what the scriptures say? Enoch 20 verse 21. And Enoch lived 65 years and begat Methuselah. And Enoch walked with Yahweh after he begat Methuselah 300 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch were what? 365 years. And Enoch walked with Yahweh, and he was not, for Yahweh took him. Where did he take him? He killed him? He died? Let's jump. Let's go to Hebrews 11th chapter. Let's jump to the 5th verse. By faith, Enoch was translated. So how was he taken? By faith, Enoch was translated. Let's grab that word real quick. Let's grab translated. Let's see. He was translated. Translated goes into the word transport. Translated. It says to transpose two things, one of which is put in place of the other. To transfer, to change, to transfer oneself or suffer oneself to be transferred. To go or pass over, to fall away or desert from one person or thing to another. So how was he translated? How was he transferred to Yahweh? Why? Because he was taken up into those same vehicles of transportation, man. Like, damn. Don't make no damn sense, man. But let's go here. Let's go to Jude 1. And let's go down to verse 14. Straight to the point. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints. How is he coming? How is he coming? I ain't even got to read the rest of it, but matter of fact, I want to read 15 because I like that. To execute judgment upon all and to convince all that are ungodly among them of their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed. And being an unbeliever, that's an ungodly, that's being also ungodly, man. Being an unbeliever, that's ungodly. Committed. And of all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. But what did he say pertaining to Enoch? And Enoch also the seventh from Adam prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord coming with 10,000 of his saints. How is he coming with his saints? How is he coming back? How is he coming back, man? How is he coming back? He just gonna appear in the air some damn where? Out of thin blue cloudy ass air, he just go appear. Oh, I'm back. Okay, well, where you was at? How you got here? Oh, I just came out of the thin blue air. That don't make no fucking sense, man. He telling you how he gonna come back the same way he left. Don't make no damn sense. Let's grab this. Psalms. Don't make no damn sense. Psalm 68. And let's go down to verse 17. Psalm 68, 17. The chariots of Yahweh. What chariots? What is a chariot? A chariot is a vehicle of transportation. What it says? The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000. Even thousands of angels. So what are the angels in? They are riding in vehicles of transportation. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. So, you're not getting it? Just dumb as hell, man. Dumb as fucking hell. Let's grab this one, too. Let's go to Acts, chapter 1, and let's go down to verse 9. Acts 1 and 9. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up. What was he taken up in? So he went just floating away in the air. And okay, then what did he do? He entered into a cloud that you see outside. If it's a rainy day, he went into a cloud, a cloud that you see, something that was formed of warm and cold air. That's what he went into, and then he just disappeared into a climate. I tell you, these people were something else, man. Something else. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly towards heaven, as he went up, what did he go up in? Behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel. Who was these 2 men that stood by them in white apparel? You probably say that wasn't even no angel. That was another just our people just standing around. Which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye up gazing into heaven? The same Yahushua which is taken up from you, what? Which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye seen him go into heaven. So how did he go? How did he leave? How did he leave? What vehicle was he in when he left? He just went into the air and he dissipated like the wind. Boy, I tell y'all, people are something else, but then run around and say you got faith and you believe. No, the fuck you don't. But let me grab that 2nd Esdras, and I'm going to read it out of my sword. 2nd Esdras, chapter 13. Let's grab that. 2nd Esdras, 13. Don't make no goddamn sense. Don't make no fucking sense. But then motherfuckers boasting and saying that you the true servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, but you ain't declaring the damn truth? You speaking as an unbeliever speak. 2nd Esdras 13, and I'm going to start at 29. Behold, and the point is 32. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. And one shall undertake to fight against another, and one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another, meaning one kingdom against another. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen which I showed thee before. And then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. How did he ascend up? How did he ascend up? How? He just went flying away in the air and he just disappeared. What did he go up into when he got into the air? What did he go up into? Simple motherfuckers, man. Simple. So wise, want to be so wise, but so simple. But let's grab this. Revelations 1. And you should know where I'm going. Verse 7. Behold, he coming with clouds. What are these clouds? It said, behold, he coming with clouds. So Yahushua coming from from space, and he gonna be in space, and he gonna have a cloud. He gonna be like some damn cartoon show or some shit. Aladdin flying on a damn magic carpet in a fluffy cloud. That's what the fuck you think is gonna happen? Man, let's grab this cloud first. Shit got me irritated hearing that shit. I couldn't even watch the shit. Shit irritates me, man. Psalms. Let's grab this. Psalms 104 and verse 3. Let's get that cloud and then we can move on. Psalms 104 and verse 3. Who laid the beams of his chariot? It's like who laid the beams of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariot? Meaning what? That cloud is a reference of a heavenly vehicle. But it ain't no fluffy cloud. That chariot is being referenced as a cloud. Who walketh upon the wings of the wind. So what is this cloud synonymous for? The chariot, the vehicle of the heavens. See, but let's go back to it. Revelations 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. If he appear in the land, how's every eye gonna see him? If he return, and then when he come back, he return and he in our land, how's every eye gonna see him? That ain't every eye seeing him. Every eye gonna see him because everybody on the face of the earth, you gonna see the chariots when they come. You gonna see him. Behold, he coming with clouds, and every eye shall see him. And they also which pierced him. And it's talking about those motherfuckers that literally pierced him, and you motherfuckers that condemned him to that condemnation. You bitch motherfuckers go get it. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Aman. And all these motherfuckers, you trying to seek money, you trying to get popularity points, you them same motherfuckers that betrayed Yahweh back then. And you back again, going off big time. Your judgment is coming. The judgment is coming for you. The judgment is fucking coming for you. Let's go to Matthew 24. And let's go down to the point. 29. And I'm going to read to 31. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. What is that sign? What is that sign? What is that sign? It's the chariots that you go see. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And why we gonna be mourning? Because Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is making his grand return to save us, man. That's why the fuck we gonna be mourning and crying. And partly because you gonna be going through all kind of shit gonna be going on down here. But we gonna be rejoicing because our salvation is at hand. That's why. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven. What is those clouds? Those chariots of heaven with power and great glory. And what he go do? And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together the elect from the four winds from heaven. No, but you listen to these they telling you, no, man, we gonna live up ourselves, man. We gonna gather ourselves, man. We go build up our own nation, man. We gonna save ourselves. You full of fucking shit. What the scriptures say? And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall get who? The angels. They shall follow the command of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. And they gonna do what? They gonna gather the elect from the four winds from one end of heaven even to the other. All the places where we've been scattered at. That's what they gonna do. Talking about no ain't no chariots real. You out of your damn mind. Let's go to Isaiah 66. And let's go down to verse 15, straight to the point. Behold, the Lord cometh with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger. What he coming with? He coming with his chariots like a whirlwind, with great power, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. You don't believe that? So why is this then? Let's go to St. Luke 21. And let's go down to 28. Matter of fact, let me see. St. Luke 20, let me see. You know what? I started, let me see, 28. I'll read it again. Start at 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexities, the sea and the waves roaring. Men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the power of heaven shall be shaken, and then shall they see. Why? Because this is why you're going to be mourning, because you're going to be mourning about all the bullshit that's going to be going, and then when you see those chariots, you're going to be rejoicing. See? And what it says, verse 24, 27. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, chariots, with power and great glory. And when these things shall begin, Slaki, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up. Why you going to be looking up? And lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. What you going to be looking up for? What you going to be looking up for? And what else he said? He said that, why Mashiach didn't say nothing about no chariots? You're a lie. You're a lie he didn't, if he didn't. Because who the fuck you think showed Daniel that one? Matter of fact, let's grab that real quick. Let's grab that. Daniel, let me see, that's 7. Let me see. Daniel 7, well, let me see. 13. Con. You know what? I'll just read straight to the point. Daniel 7 and 13. I saw in the night vision, and behold, what is that night vision? Daniel saw this prophecy being revealed to him. I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven. What are those clouds of heaven? Those chariots of heaven. Those chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. That's what he saw. They saw him coming with. He saw them coming with. And came to the Ancient of Days, meaning they saw him take him up. That's what I read in Acts 1 and 9 to verse 11. They saw Mashiach go up into the chariot and be taken to the Most High. I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought, who is they? The angels. And they brought him near before him. Why you don't get that? It's plain to yourself, but you saying you're supposed to be a servant and a teacher of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, and you blaspheme against the scriptures. You speaking as an unbeliever. Don't make no goddamn sense. Man. But let's end off with this one. Because he said what? And so why Paul? Didn't say nothing about the chariots? Okay, but let's get it then. So who wrote the book of Thessalonians then? Huh? It's not the first book of Thessalonians. It's not the book of Thessalonians, the epistles of Paul. Huh? So what did he say? Let's see what he said. Verse 16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead in Mashiach shall rise first. Let's grab that descend first before I end it off. Let's grab that descend. Descend. Let's grab that. Shall descend. Kataba Ino. Or whatever the fuck they say. Let's see.
Strong's G 2597.
Katabino. And it says what? To go down. Come down. Descend. To place from which one has come down from. To come down. As from the temple at Jerusalem, from the city of Jerusalem, of celestial beings coming down to earth. Wow. I like that one right there. What it says? I like that one right there. Of celestial beings coming down to earth. So what are those celestial beings coming down to earth in? They just floating and flying through space. So what are these celestial beings? Celestial goes into those things that's in the heavens. So who are these celestial beings? The angels that's coming with Yahushua. But what are they riding in? They gotta be in something. Motherfuckers talking like unbelievers, man. That's what motherfuckers talking like. You talking like a goddamn unbeliever, man. You sound like Joe White. Go ahead and curse God and just die. And what do you say to that? You sound like one of these stupid ass bitches. But let's continue. Verse 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds in those chariots to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with Yahushua. See? And that's why it says right here in Revelations. Let's grab that one and end it off with this one. Revelations. And what is that? 21:3, if I'm not mistaken. Matter of fact, 2. What he says? And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven. Why did he say that? Why did he say he saw us coming down from out of heaven? We had to go up to receive your salvation. And why did he say New Jerusalem? Because you've been changed. You've been given new bodies. You put off that corruptible flesh and you put on the immortal. You got rid of that corruptible flesh and you put on that incorruptible flesh. You got rid of that mortal body and you put on that immortal body. You've been changed after the similitude of Yahweh Mashiach. So that's why it says new. I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Who was that bride? The Israelites. Who was that husband? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. So motherfuckers talking like an unbeliever, man. Period, point blank, and I'm going to end it off there. But I got a video that I'm going to show after this. So stay tuned. All praise be to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua. Shalom, Yasharallah. Shalom.
Okay, but if there are craft, there are beings.
Okay, people would have asked me about, I call them vehicles, okay?
Right.
No, I did not call them objects. That was too neuter for me.
Okay.
I had a Stanford professor said you ought to call them objects. No. They have all of the qualities of a vehicle. They can move. They're just like a missile or anything like that. So that much we can say about them, for sure.
Okay.
So I'm calling it a vehicle.
Okay.
Okay, somebody comes along and says, well, now where would you manufacture one that's 2.5 earthly small? And that's a hard question to answer.
So are you not positing the idea that those vehicles contain, beings who are, maybe like us?
Yeah, I only go along with the ornament images. And if you want to know about people kind of thing, there is the ship that picked up the Voyager capsule at Alameda Naval Shipyard, and they have a picture there of I think it's the Apollo flight that Buzz and Neil were on. But anyway, there is one image there that shows black people getting off.
So people with dark skin getting off.
Not dark, black.
Black skin.
Really black. Yeah.
Were they tall?
Yes.
Very tall. How tall? Do you know?
Well, they got out the doorway. I don't know how high that is, but
Well, what?
safe. 7 feet would be probably a conservative estimate.
Have you heard about Clark McClellan's statement about that?
No,
Oh, you haven't? Have you ever been in touch with him?
no.
No?